Welcome YouTubers, I'm Chris and the purpose of this channel is simple. I want to assist and inform and educate you on the most effective ways to problem solve and maintain a hassle-free pool just like this one. My goal as an educator in the pool and spa industry is for you to work less, spend less money, and experience the ultimate in water quality. Hopefully this channel allows you to enjoy your pool rather than stress and labor over it. Please feel free to comment and let us know what we can do for you. A way too common problem in the swimming pool world is a green swimming pool. It can often cost you, the homeowner, hundreds upon hundreds of dollars to fix this issue, and more often than not, the green will simply reappear, plaguing your pool throughout the year. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. A green swamp-like pool is most often caused by an algae bloom. This is nothing more than a single-celled aquatic plant that grows when 5 variables are present. These variables are sun, water, air, nitrate, and phosphate. The plant itself is harmless to you, the swimmer. However, it can definitely ruin your entire pool season due to the unsightly and foul-smelling water that goes along with an algae bloom. Safety is another concern with a green pool due to the lack of clarity in the water. Millions of algae spores are introduced to your swimming pool every day, and this is one of the reasons it is so important to maintain a proper chlorine level in your pool water. But even then, algae can still thrive. Green algae is mutated, much like a virus, to well over 8,000 different variations. There are algae strands present now that have been found to be resistant to chlorine levels up to 20 parts per million. That's 4 times the maximum recommended level for your swimming pool. The best approach to prevent an algae bloom, in my opinion, is to create an environment that algae cannot grow in by taking away one of its food sources, namely phosphate. Algae cannot cell reproduce or grow without phosphate present, so it's a very simple formula. Without phosphates, you cannot get algae. It's guaranteed. There's more of this in my hassle-free maintenance video. I hope you check that out. But don't let all of this scare you. I'm going to show you how to quickly clear your green swimming pool and then show you a way that prevents the algae from ever coming back. Let's go over what you will need to properly clean up that green swimming pool. First off, you will need a telescopic pole. You will also need a brush. Make sure it's the appropriate one for your pool surface. You will also need a vacuum as well as a functioning vacuum hose, along with some chlorine shock. Rule of thumb here is the higher the concentration, the better for this application. And finally, you'll need Natural Chemistry's First Aid. This is an all-natural product that makes the cleanup process a breeze by breaking down all of the dead algae. That's basically it. There are many other expensive products on the market that can assist in the killing of algae. However, I prefer to keep it simple and cost-effective. And in 12 years, this process has never once failed me. Let's begin by killing that algae. I find that superchlorinating or shocking the pool with a concentrated granular chlorine is the best way to kill an existing algae bloom. Personally, I prefer to use a sodium dichlor that is over 55% in concentration, especially on vinyl-lined pools like the one in this video. There are many other granular chlorines that will do. Just be sure to consult your chemical supplier and get a quality chlorine that is compatible with your pool finish. Remember, the more concentrated, the better in this case. To apply the chlorine, simply broadcast the proper amount out over the surface of the pool evenly with the pump running. Rule of thumb here is you want to add at least 1 pound per 10,000 gallons. After the addition of the chlorine, the next step is to immediately brush the surface of the swimming pool. We want to be sure to brush the entire pool from top to bottom. Even if you cannot see the floor, which is often the case with a severe algae bloom, be sure to brush as much of the surface as possible. The purpose of this thorough brushing is to physically break up the body of the algae, as well as detach the plant from the walls and floor of the pool surface. This is an important step in the cleanup process, due to the fact that algae actually protects itself by growing a slimy outer cover called a mucus sheath. Once you have brushed the surface of the pool, wait at least 2 hours and then proceed to use Natural Chemistry's Pool First Aid. Natural Chemistry's Pool First Aid actually breaks the dead algae down by speeding up the biodegradation process by hundreds of thousands of times. It cleans the pool for you. Simply add 2 ounces of pool first aid per 1,000 gallons of water. You cannot overdose this product, so more is better. Be sure to pour the first aid around the perimeter of the pool as close to the pool wall as you can get. Once the water has transitioned from green to cloudy to clear, you will now need to remove any debris and dead algae from the bottom of your pool by vacuuming. Attach your vacuum head to your telepole and then connect the vacuum hose into the skimmer. Once you have suction, you may begin. Be sure to vacuum slowly and thoroughly. An even pace is the best technique. The vacuum is going to displace any dead algae debris from your pool surface and collect it in the filter. The sooner you get this rotting vegetation out of your water, the better. Now that we have vacuumed the algae from the pool floor, the debris has been collected and is now in the filter. It's now time to clean your filter. If you have a sand or a DE filter, you will need to backwash, which I'll explain how to do in just a moment. But if your pool system utilizes a cartridge filter, all you need to do is remove the cartridge from the tank and physically wash the element as per the manufacturer's recommendation. Backwashing is the simple way to clean out your filter by reversing the flow of water through the filter tank, literally flushing out the debris that's been collected by the skimmers as well as vacuuming. To do so, simply turn off the pool's pump and turn your multi-port valve handle clockwise to the backwash position, and then simply turn your pump back on. The system will now be purged out of the wasteline. This should be allowed to do so until the wastewater is clear. Once that's occurred, turn off your pump again. Remember, never manipulate the multi-port valve handle while the pump is running. What you want to do now is turn the handle clockwise to the rinse cycle. Turn the pump back on and rinse for at least a minute. After the minute, turn off the pump once again, return your multi-port valve to filter, and you are back up and running. It's that easy. Believe it or not, that's it. By following a few of my simple steps, in 36 hours, we've gone from a swamp-like green pool to a crystal clear oasis with water that is so clear you can actually read heads or tails on a dime 8 feet down in the deep end. Be sure to check out my other videos so I can show you how to maintain crystal clear swimming pool water just like this without ever getting algae again. Remember, enjoy your pool. Don't labor over it.